How do you see yourself for the Oscar night? And how was
We're at the
working-
Golden Globes. If you put your phone down, you'd know that.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times celebs clapped back at the press.
How many people think that you can solve calculus at the drop of a hat?
I actually was trained in calculus for several years. Yeah, I'm a neuroscientist, so you may not have known that.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most notable celebrities who called out reporters, interviewers, and/or publications for crossing the line through their questions or how they editorialized them. Which celeb clapback do you think should have made our list? Fire away in the comments. Number 10. Uzo Aduba, Natasha Lyonne, and Samira Wiley. Some of the Orange is the New Black cast was left shocked and confused following a barrage of misogynistic questions from Brazilian comedian and journalist Rafael Cortez. Aduba uncomfortably laughs off his inappropriateness, but draws the line when he offers a look at his muscles.
Can you see my muscles?
No.
Meanwhile, her co-stars are left visibly stunned by his sexist questions, prompting Lyonne to call him out.
I feel like it's accidentally maybe a little bit misogynistic, because it's like, you're so beautiful. What's it like having to do all that acting?
He either doesn't notice or chooses to ignore their obvious discomfort, compelling the actress to double down on her retorts. At one point, she looks at someone off camera in utter disbelief.
You know, how great it would be to not make it all about like how pretty.
Perhaps she was hoping they'd confirm that this had all just been one giant setup. Don't mess with the Orange is the New Black cast. They're not going to take it. Number 9. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. By now, we've probably all heard the tale of this couple's somewhat unconventional love story.
We're gonna have fun because we're both single and young. 3 months later, we're living together. 6 months later, we're like married and have a kid. Like literally, we clearly didn't watch the end of either one of our movies.
And while they're generally quite private, they give us the occasional insight into their personal lives. Although apparently that wasn't enough for one tabloid, who broke the news to the couple that their relationship was over. And it's pretty dramatic.
Oh, I was just so overbearing, wasn't I?
Also,
What else is going on?
I took the kids.
Oh, you took the kids? I don't get the kids anymore? Hold on,
But you had a very dark secret exposed.
Kunis and Kutcher had plenty of fun taking the mickey out of the magazine's bogus claims in a video he uploaded to Instagram. The caption made the whole thing even funnier. On another occasion, Kunis had a fierce response to a Russian-speaking journalist who questioned the credentials of her Friends with Benefits co-star Justin Timberlake. Needless to say, this duo aren't afraid to clap back. Number 8. Joan Rivers. The late icon Joan Rivers was famously never one to hold back, no matter who might get burnt.
Really? It's not mean. You can. It's not mean. I tell the truth. I'm sure I say the same things that all your viewers say to their friends sitting next to them on the couch.
In this infamous CNN newsroom interview, Rivers expected to plug her latest book, Diary of a Mad Diva, but she was seemingly taken aback by Frederica Whitfield's interest in her personal life and repeated comments about her savage sense of humor. Rivers found her interviewer quite antagonistic and didn't shy away from saying as much with her signature sharp tongue.
On the cover of your book, you're wearing a fur, and you knew that there would probably be animal rights activists.
You know, this whole interview is becoming a defensive interview.
No!
Are you wearing leather shoes?
Yeah,
shut up.
I'm talking.
She called out the anchor over her hypocrisy over animal welfare and told her that she wasn't suited to interview a comedian.
15 years ago, I worked for animal rights. Stop it with, and you do this, and you're mean, and you're that. You are not the one to interview a person who does humor.
After she stormed off, Rivers of course got the last word in. Number 7. Priyanka Chopra Jonas. In 2021, the Chopra Jonases were tasked with announcing that year's Academy Award nominations.
An Australian reporter recently questioned if the Quantico alum and her husband Nick Jonas were qualified to announce the 2021 Academy Award nominations.
In response, Australian showbiz reporter Peter Ford took to Twitter to question if they were the right people for the job. Chopra Jonas fired back with a sassy tweet showing off her vast film credits and asking Ford what he considers qualifies someone for the role. After such an ill-informed remark, some might have questioned the reporter's qualification to be an entertainment writer.
One person wrote, "Oh my god, I love this side of you. You go, PC." The audacity of calling himself a film journalist, but not being able to do basic research, another said.
However, the highly accomplished star's response was simple, straight to the point, and incredibly cutting.
Not only is Priyanka a skilled actress, she is also an author.
Don't come for Chopra Jonas, especially if you haven't done your research. Number 6. Rebel Wilson. In mid-2022, Rebel Wilson was forced to come out publicly after Australian publication The Sydney Morning Herald reportedly threatened to expose her relationship with girlfriend Ramona Agruma.
Hornery writes that they gave Rebel a 2-day deadline to provide a comment about her relationship before they planned to announce it themselves.
Journalist Andrew Hornery gave her limited time to respond and later expressed his annoyance that she'd stolen his scoop in a since-deleted editorial, though he eventually backtracked.
Journalist Kate Doak, who tweeted about the situation and tagged Rebel. The actress saw it and decided to respond, hinting that it wasn't exactly her choice to go public.
The actress said the journalist's grubby behavior forced her and her partner into a hurried decision to make their relationship public. Months later, she took another jab at the publication during an award ceremony in Australia. She joked that she had more personal news to share before they tried to jump the gun again.
And so I'm always kind of working to improve things.
Trust Wilson to inject some comedy into the deeply unsettling situation. Number 5. Daniel Kaluuya.
I think the traditional stereotypes are loaded in institutional racism.
Talk about it.
The 2017 psychological horror thriller Get Out was one of the most critically acclaimed movies of the decade, in no small part due to its powerful and ever-relevant message.
Why us? Huh? Why black people?
Who knows?
It was also a huge box office hit and raked in numerous award nominations, including 4 Oscar ones, winning Best Original Screenplay. While on the red carpet, a reporter suggested to Kaluuya, who plays Chris Washington, that the film was so well received because it, quote, ticks a lot of boxes and, quote, raises important themes. The actor clapped back, saying, quote, "They're not boxes though. Articulating a black experience is not a box. We're articulating our truth. We're human beings."
So I don't worry about that. I go, what do we do and how are we doing it? How stories do we want to tell?
His response was widely applauded across social media. Number 4. Robert Downey Jr. Channel 4 reporter Krishnan Gurumurthy is known for his probing interview style, which has got him into hot water on several occasions. You might remember his heated conversation with film director Quentin Tarantino.
No, but you haven't fleshed it out. That's the only reason.
It's not my job to flesh it out.
No, it's my job to try and ask you to.
And I'm shutting your butt down.
Then there was the time that Gurumurthy hounded MCU star Robert Downey Jr. over his history with substance use disorder and complicated relationship with his dad, prompting the actor to end the interview abruptly.
You know, you think you're free of all of that? Or whether that's still something...
I'm sorry, I really don't... what are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions, that's all.
Right.
I mean,
okay. Bye.
Thank you guys.
Downey Jr. was there to discuss Avengers: Age of Ultron and seemed rather blindsided by these deeply personal questions. He later blasted the Channel 4 journalist while talking to Howard Stern, saying, quote, "I just wish I'd left sooner."
I don't even know that guy's name, but I know that he pulled the same garbage on Tarantino, and Tarantino stayed in his chair and lit him up for 5 minutes.
Number 3. Serena Williams. In August 2022, the tennis icon announced that she would be retiring.
But we will remember and have the best memories, simply the best, Serena Williams. Congratulations on an incredible, extraordinary career. Thank you, everyone.
Not long after, she gave an incredible performance at the US Open, taking Going Out with a Bang to a whole new level. It was an event that would go down in sports history, so it was a little baffling when one reporter asked her if she was surprised by how well she did. Her response was nothing short of perfection.
Surprising yourself with your level at the moment? What? Are you surprising yourself with your level? No, I know.
The tennis champion is no stranger to shutting down reporters, and when she does, it's always with the utmost grace, class, and the perfect edge of well-deserved sassiness.
Thank I'm just Serena, so.
Serena Williams knows her value, and don't you forget it. Game set to Ms. Williams. Number 2, Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy has no time for sexist questions. For instance, during a press conference at the Cannes Film Festival, the actor swiftly dismissed a reporter who asked if he took issue with the number of women in Mad Max Fury Road.
Did you ever think, why are all these women in here? I thought this was supposed to be a man's movie.
No.
He also has no time for members of the press who ask him invasively personal questions, as one reporter discovered at the Legend movie press conference.
Your own sexuality seems a bit more ambiguous. Do you find it hard for celebrities to talk to media about their sexuality?
What on earth are you on about?
The actor didn't respond rudely. He was just very candid in his disappointment and quickly put the reporter back in his place. He later explained that he feels no need to discuss his personal life with people he doesn't know, and found the question inelegant and rude.
Are you asking me about my sexuality?
Sure.
Why?
What?
Thank you.
Okay.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Jesse Eisenberg. Things got frosty fast and just kept getting icier.
You were like the carrot top of interviewers.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. No, and it's a good thing. It's
I'm
a good
gonna
thing.
go cry now.
No, don't cry now. Cry after the interview's over. Because otherwise I'll look like I'm responsible for it.
Blake Lively. When someone's talking about an important cause, maybe it isn't the time to bring up clothes.
Honoring and acknowledging women, but acknowledging the issues that we all need to be talking about.
Matt Damon. Don't question this actor's commitment to his art.
To work hard and be a better actor because you want to have a job. So why isn't it like that for teachers?
You think job insecurity is what makes me work hard?
Rihanna. The queen of clapbacks strikes again, and we're here for it.
Very frustrating. Almost as frustrating as being asked about it.
Yeah, you don't like going there.
I mean, what's the point?
Jerry Seinfeld. Make sure you do your homework before interviewing this star.
They didn't cancel you. You canceled them. You're not aware of this? No, I'm asking you. You think I got canceled? Are you under the impression that I got canceled? Have I hurt you, Jerry?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Jennifer Aniston.
The intense public pressure she faced as a woman, something she discussed with Carson here on Today.
It's always such an issue of like, are you married yet? Or do you have your babies yet? And it's just constant.
This actress has been in the limelight for decades and has experienced her fair share of media scrutiny. In 2016, after the umpteenth tabloid questioning if she was pregnant, she'd had enough and decided to fire back through an op-ed for the Huffington Post.
And I was laughing. You're literally on the cover. Yes, you're pregnant again. What is it like, though, to be the focus of so many rumors?
I'm not a fan of it. It's not anything I can get comfortable with.
In it, she calls out the press for their objectification of women, how they pore over the slightest weight change, and this crazy notion that childless women are somehow incomplete. She also pleaded with the media to consider the message they were giving their impressionable consumers.
Aniston says it's time to change the narrative, to empower young women, not objectify them.
In 2022, Aniston revealed her own fertility struggles, making the moral of the op-ed hit even harder. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.